Hello, and welcome back to Cabincast Rambles with Oliver and Tam.
Hello.
We are here to talk about more Steven Universe, surprising no one. This time, I honestly don't know. Catch and release.
Yes, catch and release indeed.
Maybe when it rains. I really don't know how much I'm gonna have to say.
I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, me too. Unless I can't actually think of anything insightful, and then it's just gonna be kind of embarrassing. But we will see, I guess. Yeah. So, this is the next episode on from when we had Sadie's song last time.
Yeah.
Which those couple of episodes, we found more to say about than I initially thought. But yeah, this one is quite pivotal in how things are going to go on going forward.
Yeah, this is quite a change of pace for the show.
Indeed. So how do we start, Tam?
Well, it's Stephen getting ready for bed. We have the scene that happens fairly frequently of Stephen getting ready, cleaning his teeth.
Indeed, doing all that stuff
in front of the pink, yellow, and blue, I believe.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean anything, of course.
Good point.
Definitely not.
No.
We get that quite often, like in I can't remember what it's called. The one where they replant the kindergarten and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know which one you mean.
Yeah.
I also don't remember what it's called. But
no, me neither.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah, he does all that. He shines his gem a bit.
Indeed.
Gets into bed.
It seems like he's he's happy about that, having a gem at the moment, at least
Indeed.
at the moment.
It's good.
Which is nice. Because that's quite the contrast to Future.
Yeah, that's true. Enough. That's a good point. And yeah, it says goodnight to everything.
Yeah, including some kind of weird Dorito that's
yeah, ominous triangle at the foot of my bed. Which, shows how well Stephen knows shapes, because that's clearly not a triangle, but there we are. Yeah.
Turns out, ominous triangle has kidnapped Stephen.
Yep, ominous triangle disappears. And Stephen's just like, oh, it's fine. But yeah, then gets kidnapped by Peridot.
Yeah, who, I guess, in the last couple of episodes, decided to find out where Stephen lived.
Indeed.
Which is... Oh boy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who'd have thought that a small wooden house was perhaps not that secure?
Yeah. I mean, especially when it's got a warp pad inside it.
Yeah, warp pad inside it as well. That's true.
Which is probably what she does use.
Yeah, I don't doubt Peridot might be able to figure out where their home is.
Yeah. Or it may well have been trial and error. She seems pretty desperate, but there's only so many warp pads left because they've broken a lot of them, so...
And desperation is the name of the game here.
It really is. She's like, please fix the galaxy warp.
All I want to do is leave now.
I just want to go.
She's not doing the Team Rocket thing anymore.
Yeah.
She's just like, alright, I gotta get out of here before the cluster. Which she mentions, but that's all.
Yeah.
But she's actually here for asking Steven to try and heal the warp pad.
Yeah, because she's like, you fixed the Lazarus gem, do it on the warp, or else.
Indeed. Unfortunately, he can't.
He can't because his mouth's dry because he's scared, and it still doesn't work after that either.
Yeah, that's what you need Flasky boys for.
Ask Robinoids, yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have any of them left.
Darn it. Yeah, so of course doesn't work. And
Not work.
Steven's like genuinely feeling sorry for her.
He feels bad. He's so he's so Steven. It's like, I'm sorry, it didn't work. And then Peridot's kind of losing it a little bit. Because this was her last chance to get off. And she's kind of assigning herself to she's gonna die here. That's
I like the animation on her floaty fingers. It really sort of
it's really cool.
It's like the body language, you know?
Yeah.
We don't see that again, but
we don't. This is the last time.
It is very cool.
Like she does like a bit of pointing with them, like the literal arrow pointing.
Yes.
And she does the like let me get it straight with you hand signal. When she's trying to explain what she needs to do. So, yeah, they're pretty cool.
They are cool. They are sort of a signature part of her at the moment, and then they get stripped away later.
They do.
Which is not symbolic, definitely.
No. Nah. I think you're stretching that time. That's not at all. Yeah. No, but yeah, Steve was like, it's not that bad, it's alright. But Peridot's like, well, no, it's not gonna be like anything soon. And before she can answer what that means, the other gems show up.
Indeed they do. It's nice that the first thing Pearl does is hug Steven rather than try and attack Peridot.
Yeah.
That is
It's good.
That's the sign of the growth.
It is. It certainly is. She tries to fly away, but Amethyst is ready and grabs her with the whip. But she expected this and electrocutes it. But Garnet was ready and grabs the electricalness and re-electrifies the rope on her end. How, you ask? Well, that doesn't matter. It's Steven Universe.
Yeah, we've seen Garnet has electric-y stuff.
Garnet just does what is necessary.
Yeah.
And yeets her into the ground.
Yeah, that's a move.
Yeah.
That, Amethyst actually uses later against Steve.
Is. Indeed. And she's like, okay, wait, you need me.
Yes.
And I do love how Pearl's behind her just being like, sneaky does it. Sneaky does it. She's not gonna notice if I do it slowly. But then Garnet grabs her and just straight up squishes her to puffing, which is
She pulls the little squeezy.
She does.
And then she goes bloop into many small pieces that the gems are confused about seeing.
Yeah,
gems are normally one piece.
But Garnet's like, nope, she's here, and now she's in the temple. But she had a bunch of metal parts.
Yeah, the limb enhancers.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come with when
they don't. Amith throws them away,
which was a good idea, I guess.
It was a good shout for the time, for sure.
Yeah, can't get restolen.
No.
But they also can't get examined.
Indeed.
So, who knows? Yeah. Jury's out on that one.
Mm-hmm.
The gems are pretty confident that that's the end of that, but Steven is still worried.
Yeah, he's like, she was trying to tell us something.
Yeah.
And it's like, she was just rambling. She just wanted to she was just trying to say anything because she'd been caught.
And when have we seen that before?
When have we seen them ignoring Stephen's points because they think they're right, and it turns out they're not right in the past?
Oh, is it Warp Tour?
It might have been Warp Tour.
Just maybe.
Maybe. Also, whilst it's primarily played for laughs, I reckon that Stephen being kidnapped probably goes on the trauma list.
I can understand that.
As you did say as well, his mouth goes dry when he's scared, so he admits he's scared, and yeah, he's been kidnapped, so I think that makes sense.
Sure, put it on. Slap it on the list.
We'll slap it on the list. Number 25.
That's a lot.
It's a lot for season 2. Catch and release. Kidnapped by ominous looking triangle at the foot of the bed. Boom.
At least he doesn't get kidnapped by any other geometric shapes.
It's true. If he'd been like kidnapped by a circle or a square, then
Wait a minute. Never mind.
yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
Topaz.
Two
circles. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. But yeah, the gems are happy it's over. Stephen's not so sure. And he's just kind of in his bed with the foot.
Yeah. Bit weird that he's
Weird.
holding the foot. Holding the foot.
Yep.
Although he's looking on the bright side, you know. He asks,
Yeah.
Think it's lucky? He asks Amethyst.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a little bit of jokey joke.
Mm-hmm. After she was like, I'm trying to kidnap you. We could joke about that now, right? It's only been an hour, but that's long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really Amethyst, but yeah. It definitely wasn't lucky for Peridot.
Indeed. And Stephen goes for a very not suspect question.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
Yep.
And it's like, what am I supposed to say now?
Yeah, it's always great when people do that.
It's like, well, am I supposed to like press you for the question, or do I just ignore it?
Indeed.
I don't know.
But there we are. Yeah.
But yeah, Stephen is not super satisfied with this.
Indeed.
Kind of wants to talk to Peridot.
He certainly does.
And then whoosh, when Stephen wants things, the room opens up. Whoa. Well, unfortunately, the room's not that helpful just yet, because it just...
I was going to say, the room is, again, not helpful.
It just repeats the things that he's already heard.
Yeah. Can't create anything new. So he's like, well, take me to the basement.
Yeah, and this time he knows how to make the room actually do what he wants.
He does. He does, and so he heads to the basement.
Because there are a number of times where he's asked the room slightly the wrong thing, and everything goes wrong. But this time it worked, which is nice.
It is. And he slides down a pole.
Yeah. Don't know what that pole is. Doesn't matter.
Yep, the landing could have been better, but apart from that, it's pretty great.
The landing has broken all of his bones.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Evel Knievel. It doesn't matter how many bones he's broken, he'll do it again.
Yeah. And
plus he heals himself, so...
He does, yeah, he does.
Which I guess means all his bones are coated with his own spit all the time.
Huh.
Probably not. It's probably something to do with other fluids. You know?
Yeah. No, for sure. But yeah.
Does that mean his vomit can heal?
Well, for Rose, it was her tears, so.
But Stephen's tears also heal in fragments.
Oh, yeah.
So
Maybe
I want to know if Stephen can
related?
pee on a gem and heal it.
Moving swiftly on. It's a fair question, to be fair, but I'm gonna ignore it. Yeah, he pops Peridot's bubble.
Indeed.
And she goes right into what she was saying.
Yeah, it's like she just sort of was resumed.
Mm-hmm.
From the previous.
Only one who knows about the cluster, you insufferable megaclods. Except she's now not pointing a laser, she's just pointing her arm because she lost all her limo and hamsters.
Yeah, yeah. So she's just going "Nyaha" with her arm, and then realizes what she's doing.
Yeah, and then Steven's like in super chibi, wide-eyed mode because she is very adorable, which she is.
But don't call her that.
No. Because she is tiny now.
She's his size.
Yeah.
Now the same size.
They are. I mean, her hair makes her a bit bigger, but apart from that,
that equals.
She's like a little gremlin.
Yeah, a little bit.
Or an adorable slice of pie, as Stephen calls her. But yeah, she's still trying to boss him around and be like, tell me what this place is and stuff. And then she sees all the bubble gems, which, to be fair, would be probably quite a scary thing to see.
Yeah, and assumes that these are like prisoners of war or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. It would be a fair assumption. I mean, Bismuth assumed something else.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone who sees this room. It's a very menacing room, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like walking into a room and just seeing like bodies.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to survive this.
No. Indeed. And yeah, then she slaps him and he's like, ow, that hurt. And surprised by this, Peridot is now empowered and does it again. And it's just like, nyeh, 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 nyeh.
Indeed. We have one of the best animated fights in the entire series.
It definitely is.
This one's it's up there with Stephen versus Jasper, the rematch.
Mm-hmm.
This is real up there.
It's very good.
It's a great fight.
Stephen gets her back with the "What's that on your shirt?" Peridot's like, "What's a shirt?"
But it still distracted her.
And yeah, the two of them just keep fighting. It's not really ambulance. A fight. That was an ambulance as well.
Still, I live next to a motorway.
Mm-hmm.
This happens. It's slightly better than living next to an arterial ambulance road, but
only slightly.
Only slightly.
Yeah. But yeah. Basically, Peridot's like, well, you imprisoned me here and you buffed me and everything. And Stephen's like, well, no. No, hang on.
It's not quite right. I didn't do that.
I didn't puff you. I freed you. I want you to tell me what's Well, what you were going to say before you did get puffed.
Yeah, I like the why would you make such a miscalculation bit? That's
Yeah, it's great.
she's just like curled up in a ball.
Yeah. Just great. Just great.
But finally, she says she knows things about the cluster and calls Stephen a pebble.
A pebble.
Which is probably a racial slur. Damn
yeah, well,
Peridot.
Yeah, because we see pebbles later.
We do, and they're just like, I don't know exactly what their role is, but they seem to be like mini builders or something.
They seem like builders or something. I mean, they seem pretty chill with whatever it is they're doing in life, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could just
I'm
do my
not quite
job and
sure.
enjoy it enough to sing all day and harmonize with the life-searching songs, then, you know.
They're not well appreciated, we know that.
They're not well appreciated.
Given that they're an insult, and also that they immediately recognize Pink Diamond because Steven said thank you to him.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. Good point. So yeah, I mean, again, Peridot is very much a gem of her time.
Yeah. I mean, she was brought up in a very
she is quite
not good
literally
place.
a product of her environment.
Absolutely.
That will change.
She learns.
She does learn.
That's what this series is about.
It is. It's true.
The bad people aren't necessarily bad forever.
Yeah. Indeed.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is. But yeah.
Steven asks what the cluster is.
Mm-hmm.
And Peridot does the cool trick.
She does.
By asking him what his shirt is.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! And
great.
Runs. Oh, absolutely showing Peridot's genius.
She is
the
very
great and
smart.
lovable Peridot.
She is indeed. I do love that Steven falls for the same trick that he just did.
Yeah.
But she runs away and freedom is mine. All the gems are there.
they're all just behind her. It's like just the slow. Oh no! Tries to escape.
I love. Look over there, another planet for you to betray.
Yes.
Though that probably wasn't the best thing to say.
I like the gem's reaction as well, because Garnet gets her weapons out. Amethyst's just like, well, someone's got to eat this pizza.
Yeah. Indeed. And she tries to escape, going on all fours now, like a gremlin.
Yep.
And
multiple times.
Yeah, can't escape though, and ends up in the bathroom.
Yeah. This is a place that we'll get to know and love. Thanks to Peridot. Brilliant. Now, yes, Peridot is stuck in the bathroom, but Peridot obviously doesn't know what a bathroom is because gems don't pee.
Nope, it's an archaic think chamber.
An archaic think chamber. Which,
that's what it is.
I guess it is if you count the shower.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, or the bath. Yeah.
Or the bath.
Or, I guess maybe the toilet for some people, but
yeah, I guess so.
There's a few things in here.
Oh yeah?
bunch of Steven shirts in like the wash that are all identical. I think they're going to be Steven shirts anyway. The shower mat is also all covered in the Steven stars.
Classic.
And there is what looks like a games console on like a bunch of magazines next to the toilet, which one, not very hygienic, Steven, but two, could be an Adventure Time reference. It looks an awful lot like BMO to me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna check that real quick. It could just be like a general default kind of adventure console, games console, because yeah, it's just a kind of general adventure console. I don't think it's BMO. Now I've had another quick look at BMO, and he doesn't look. He's a very similar kind of shade of green, and he's got buttons in similar places, but not that similar.
I think it's just. I think Beamer was just supposed to look like a Game Boy anyway, so.
Well, for sure. So it could be. It could not be.
Does look like my Game Boy.
Yeah. But,
don't know why he's got a Game Boy in his bathroom.
Well, to play on the toilet, but again, not hygienic. So.
I mean,
when you're a gem, is hygiene a thing?
Oh. Can bacterium settle on light contracts?
Exactly. These are the real questions that don't need asking.
This is the important stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, she's looking around. She's attempted to flush herself down the toilet.
Yeah. That doesn't work, funnily enough.
Yeah.
And Amethyst tells her as much, proving that she's tried the same thing.
Because of course she has.
Not quite sure when, but cool, Amethyst.
At some point, yeah. Maybe not to escape, maybe just to see if she could do it, but yeah.
Maybe. It does sound like Amethyst.
It does.
Not gonna lie.
And they're like, how did she get out? Like, well, what went wrong? But Steven's like, I let her out.
Yeah, Steven's not exactly gonna lie about that.
And he tries to explain, but again, they're still not really listening.
Yeah.
But he mentions the cluster. And they don't know what that is.
Unsurprisingly, yeah, they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And so, perhaps, maybe, just maybe, they can use diplomacy.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even talk to Peridot to find out what the cluster is. But since she says no once, then nope.
Nope.
No, it's wartime.
Indeed.
Peridot is perhaps more confident than even she wants to be at the time, because she's like, yeah, go ahead and destroy me.
Yeah, do it.
And then she's like, wait, no, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. And she's still exploring on the bathroom. She's like grabbed a plunger and she's climbing on the rails.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. And Pearl points out that if she's got information, then she's going to be more valuable, not in a bubble. But yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
What is it she says to Garnet when Garnet tries to negotiate?
Oh, she says she's definitely not going to talk to her because she's a filthy war machine.
That's interesting.
Well, yeah, because
all she knows is fusion is the geo weapon.
Exactly. So Garnet is she must be a fusion for fighting purposes. Because we've not had log date numbers yet.
No, we've not had that one yet.
Obviously. But yeah. And again, as we all know, Garnet's not a war machine, she's a love machine. So
Yeah.
she's not quite happy with that branding, and so yeah, that's why she's like, right, let's kill
That's
her.
it.
You want a war machine? I'll be a war machine. Because yeah, they could break down this door very easily. Worse things have happened to the shack, but
and will happen.
Indeed. But yeah, then there's the heat. The heat. Because Peridot's like hot, because the water's hot because she needs to turn the thing and she doesn't. Which Stephen tries to help.
Yeah, Stephen does, of course, feel a connection to Peridot.
Indeed. Cut to Stephen drinking out of a world's best Stephen spelled the other way.
Oh yeah, it's spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Indeed. And they seem to have settled on letting Peridot stay in the bathroom. Although Pell does contemplate putting her on a leash.
Like, can we put it outside on a leash? Ha ha ha. Huh. But yeah, obviously Stephen does need the bathroom.
Yeah. He's got to keep his gem shiny somehow.
Yeah. Indeed.
And he doesn't want to pee outside like he did in the motel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, what's with you guys and making me pee outside? Which Amethyst says, well, I'm doing it, so again, I have no idea.
I think Peridot tweeted about it once on Twitter. Because Peridot's got a Twitter account.
Do they now?
Yeah. Run by one of the artists on Steven Universe before that artist quit Twitter.
Aha.
Yeah. And it's got like the ones from the Funland episode, whichever one that is.
That's pretty cool.
It's got those tweets and it's got some others. They're quite funny. It's at Peridot5xg because that's her cut.
That's her cut, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh. Okay. Occasionally, Twitter does it right.
It's all in caps as well.
It is all in
caps. Which is perfect. It's absolutely fitting.
The last ones I'd see are and that's what's been going on.
Yeah, honestly, fair enough.
From 2016. Wow.
Yeah, they were the last ones that were sent. Been a while.
The last one that was sent was I just remembered Stephen exists, May 24th, 2017.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's pretty fun.
We get a little cut, and the gems are talking, and Stephen just sort of like goes into the bathroom without them noticing.
Indeed. Peridot, I've come to bargain. That's no reference you're gonna get yet.
I see.
He wants to get ready for the day. Which is, I guess, I think people do in bathrooms, but
I would if I had a bathroom.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense then.
You got to wash your face, and
it's just the kind of thing that I don't think about doing, and it makes sense. I just don't think about doing it. I don't explicitly use a bathroom for it, I guess, but he has Peridot's foot.
Yes.
Which he uses as a bargaining chip to grant safe passage into the room of Bath.
Indeed. Yeah, Peridot isn't, super happy about being given her own foot back.
Yeah, it's like, what a great time of reminder of that other time you assaulted me.
Yeah, but it is the last reminder of her time before being there. She's still clinging on to, literally, clinging on to her past.
Clinging on to her past with the star curtain behind her. Yeah, because she's managed to knock down the railings. Also, the toothbrushes on the floor.
Yeah, she's done a lot of damage to the bathroom. The Peridot asks what happened to the limb enhancers, and Steven tries to lie and then can't.
Yeah. It's like, are the others here? No. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Steven's not very good at lying to anyone.
No, it's
everyone else.
Oh, that cut steep, that one.
Yeah.
Similarly to yeah, Peridot thinks everything in the bathroom's a weapon. It's like in the first episode of Future. And when Steven sort of jokingly says that you can use a wet towel as a weapon, she's like, actually terrified.
Yeah.
But Steven really wants to, help, not just for the information, but also because ambulance.
Because he's just a nice guy.
Yeah, because he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He is a good guy. But that's actually the end of the episode. It's a cliffhanger.
It is.
Well, it's not that much cliffhanger. It's a toilet hanger.
It is a toilet hanger. Because, again, Steven doesn't know how Steven knows how toilet works. Peridot doesn't know how toilets work.
Yeah, it's not purely an escape mechanism.
It is not.
Funnily enough.
Purely an escape mechanism. So, Peridot is not the first nor the last cartoon character to have tried to flush themselves to freedom.
Oh, geez, who's the other one?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of them, but I'm sure they exist.
Sure.
Captain Quark does it. He's in a video game, but he does do it.
Right, I see.
And yeah, that makes even less sense because he is huge. But there we are. That was Catch and Release.
Indeed.
And now,
it's very much.
Yeah.
I don't know if When It Rains came out on the same day, but it feels like it would.
Let's find out.
Oh yeah, you've got information.
I do, and it did not.
Oh.
It came out a week later.
A week?
Yeah.
You have to wait a week to find out whether Steven managed to go to the toilet?
You get Catch and Release on the 24th of September. You get When It Rains on the 1st of October. You get Back to the Barn on the 8th of October. Too Far on the 15th of October. And then you get to wait until January 4th. The answer. And then it's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th up until log day 7:15:2.
Man, that's unfortunate for the people who are watching it live.
Mm-hmm. And then season 3 starts in May.
I see.
And that's pretty consistent. That's May through August. And then season 4 is August initially. August, September, and then kind of stops, and then there's one in November, one in December, and then through January skips out April for some reason, and then there's May. And then season 5 is 2017 to 2019. These are all over the place. Yeah, because Change Your Mind aired in 2019, and then the film aired in 2019. And
Oh,
then
really?
the show aired in 2000. Yeah.
I thought the film would have come out a chunk later than the...
September 2nd, 2019, Steven Universe the movie.
Huh. And then Future came
December's
out
when Future starts.
2020, 2019.
Yeah, then it continues in March. And then that was that.
Gosh, that was that.
Was that? Gravity Falls is a complete nightmare of one as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Sorry guys, we're having a brief tangent. Kind of because we probably don't have enough time to talk about When It Rains.
Do we not?
I don't think so.
It is
We've got just under half an hour.
Right.
And we talked about like that for like 45 minutes. And When It Rains is another really good one.
You're right, it is. There's a lot to talk about there.
I think we'll play it safe.
Yeah?
And just kind of ramble.
Alright, yeah, sure. About catch and release or just about anything?
Anything. I mean, yeah, so Gravity Falls came out, considering it's only 2 seasons, came out between 2012 and 2016.
How many episodes was it?
It's 40 episodes, I think. There's 20 in the first season. Yeah, so the first season comes out from January 15th, 2012 to August 2nd, 2013. You know, there's a gap in there somewhere, but that's not too tricky. Season 2 comes out August 1st, 2014 through to February 15th, 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. Because they get to a couple of cliffhangers.
Makes sense that there was so much sort of speculation then, given that they had so much time to do it.
Oh, well, so to be fair, the 19th episode of the second season came out in November 2015, and then the final episode came out on February 15th, 2016.
Oh wow!
Which is, I mean, it's like a double episode, but yeah, that's mean.
Very mean.
And after one of the episodes with the massive big old plot twist, people had to wait 3 months to get another episode.
Oh.
So it was pretty mean.
Yeah.
But we'll cover that show at some point. Eventually, because it is a great show. But yeah, Peridot.
Have we not covered it before on the Cabincast?
We've not.
Oh wow.
Not, and we should. Again, people haven't really seen it. So yeah, that doesn't help us being able to talk about it really.
Oh, you're thinking of doing like a react on it or something?
It's something that me and I mean like Jamie and Tom have talked about, because it's definitely along the same kind of lines as things that we've done. Kind of like, you know, similar kind of comedy, but also really interesting stories as Avatar, but also kind of a really fun world like Hilda, but also kind of darker in places.
Yeah.
At some points.
I've seen the first couple episodes.
I was gonna say, I think I've shown people the first few, and then I think you went and either rewatched them or kept watching them at some point. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't seen all of it though.
No, there's quite a bit to go. Yeah.
What are we going to say about Paradox?
I'm not sure. I was just gonna ramble. I don't know when Peridot became my favorite character. I think is what I was gonna say. Actually, no, I think I do.
Immediately?
No, not immediately. It is kind of catch and release onwards. When she becomes like Gremlin Peridot. That I like more. But I think the episode that I really enjoyed her was Lock Date 715-2.
That one's good.
When it's like how she's like talking about how people are different and that kind of stuff. It was just really sweet, and I was like, cool. That's cool. It's also just a really good episode, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I enjoyed her interactions with like Lapis and stuff. Though I was also disappointed that she didn't have more stuff to do. Going forward.
I mean, they were relegated to the barn.
Yeah.
Because most of the episodes so far have been the 4 crystal gems and then some other characters.
Yeah.
But it's like, a squad of 4, like you've got the squad in the first bit of Avatar.
Yeah.
And stuff. But then in Avatar, of course, people join over time.
Whereas I don't really do that in Steven Universe.
No, they kind of technically join, but then they stay away. You don't see it.
We get Connie a little bit more. Greg every now and again, but he's there from the start.
Yeah, Peridot and Lapis stay in the barn.
Peridot and Lapis are in the barn, so we get stuff occasionally. It's all right. We get Bismuth like twice.
Bismuth's been bubbled, so yeah.
Like, even if in future we just got a little bit more of them, I'd have been happy enough with that. But we really didn't. But to be fair, that's one of my very few complaints about the show. And that's just because I like that character so much. So yeah, is what it is.
Well, they only had so much time that they could put it. I mean,
exactly
10-minute episodes, and they were like not able to do as many episodes as they wanted.
No, I've not looked into too much of the background of it, to be fair. But I can completely understand why. Why?
They chose to have the wedding in Reunited instead of way more episodes, basically.
Yeah.
Which is an honourable choice.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's fair enough. Even though it's annoying and they should have just got more episodes, but
yeah, that's on Cartoon Network.
That's Cartoon Network. That's not their fault. So
I'd love to see more of Spinel.
Yeah, that's also true.
Like
Spinel's pretty great, but yeah, it's getting real rambly now. So we'll leave this one here.
Slightly shorter episode.
Slightly. Well, not at this point. Still about an hour long, but we only talked about one episode. Yeah.
Oh well, never mind. It's a regular length episode.
No, we do go over an hour sometimes. So yeah, just regular-ish. But yeah, next time, we will try our best to do When It Rains and Back to the Barn. We'll see if that works out or not, but we'll try. Get some more Steven trauma this time.
Indeed.
That's there.
We didn't have any of the train.
We've not done any train chan for a while.
And we didn't have any Greg either in this
Greg.
episode.
Didn't have any songs either.
No songs. It's a little while till we get a song, but it was a good
But
song.
then we get the answer. Well, the song and the answer, which is great. So. And then we get Peace and Love on the Planet Earth, and It Could Have Been Great, which is also a great song.
Yeah.
And then we get songs in Mr. Greg, which... oh boy. Am I looking forward to that one? Wow, season 3... Well, I mean, Mr. Greg has a lot of songs, but only 3 episodes in season 3 of songs.
That's unfortunate.
It is a shame.
But then... they're good ones, so... I suppose it's okay.
I was gonna say, the Mr. Greg ones are all pretty great / amazing.
Yes.
I think I need a little change. Is all right. Let me drive my van into your wash. Is intentionally, not the greatest thing ever. And then we get Love Like You properly, even though we have been hearing that for a while already, technically.
And we get the burger jingle. The burger jingle.
Yeah, that's sort of Mr. Greg. We get Like a Burger, Don't Cost Nothing, Empire City, Mr. Greg, It's Over, Isn't It? Best song, Both of You, and then Don't Cost Nothing reprise.
Gosh, yeah. I mean, that's all. I mean, season 3. Just for the burger jingle, I've got to say.
I prefer the original to the burger jingle, but as they're basically the same song, the burger jingle is also good. It definitely works as a burger jingle as well.
Which is your favourite song?
It's Over, Isn't It? Is my favourite song.
That's fair.
Definitely. But Here Comes the Thought and Familiar are both really up there now.
Perhaps a slightly more understated one, but one of my favourites is I Could Never Be Ready. It's short. It's a short one.
Yeah.
3 gems and a baby, I think. It's just really good.
Yeah, no. I mean, most of the songs are really good, to be fair.
Escapism as well.
Escapism. In Escapism.
Yeah, funnily enough.
Yeah, no. It's Over, Isn't It? Is my favorite. But when I was re-listening to them, like Familiar, I really like because it's one that really shows off. I forgot his name, but Steven's voice actor's voice.
Zach Callison.
That's the one. Because it's a lot more emotional than just like a a lot of the early Steven songs we get are kind of silly.
Sure, yeah.
But that one's a lot more silly, I guess. And then Here Comes the Thought, like to be fair, like as the Garnet's songs I don't particularly like the style of them as much. It's just not my style of song. She has a great voice, but it's not quite my style of voice. But the
OG Chug Jug with you.
the like visuals that go with it though, and what it's actually talking about are really good. And then, to be fair, there's Comet, Wailing Stone, Full Disclosure are all just like great ones to listen to.
Well, the movie's got loads of great songs in it.
And I wasn't touching the movie because
that's fair. It's not part of the original series, so.
And because I do like
I like all of them.
Pretty much all the songs.
I'm excited to get to
moving along fast. We'll be there soon.
Move along. Maybe we'll be there by 2023.
No, we've done quite a few these past few weeks. We're at the end of season 2, almost.
Well,
So, hey.
a little bit away, but.
But with that being said, we will leave this one here.
Indeed.
So, thank you for listening. We will
Thank
see
you.
in the next one. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Cabincast. For more episodes, go to www.cabincast.podbean.com or use the Podbean app. You can now also find us on iTunes and Pocket Casts under Cabincast and on YouTube. The uploads here are quite behind. Finally, you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Cabincast. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.